Alright, hello team, this is the Druid guide. I thought it would be a good idea to make one, so here it is. Okay, so for the gear, you want full harrier gear with the monk runes. And then you want an axe, a warhorn, a staff, a second axe, a short bow, and a long bow. The second axe is for CC and pulling the adds and stuff like that. The short bow is for Kadim the Peerless to CC the anomalies. The long bow is for Desmina and Samarog, and arguably KC to push the orb if you need it. And you want transference and water on sigils. For the traits, you wanna go something like this. If you run Healing Spring, you go Trapper's Expertise. If you go Longbow, you swap out Skirmishing, you go Marksmanship 333. In Nature Magic, you go 2, 3, and 1 if you have Warhorn. If you don't have a Warhorn, you go 2, 2, 1. Yep. And in Druid, you can technically choose what you want in the first two. So in the first one, I never run this. I mostly run this, and I never run this. You can run Primal Echoes, but yeah, I don't like it, so I don't run it, but you can. I run this, I like it, it's nice, more heal, Pog. The Conic Lens, it's like a bit overkill in my opinion. You could like technically use it on like this Mina, but yeah, fuck that. For the second trait, I usually just run Verdant Etching, even if I don't use glyphs. What it does, it reduces the glyphs cooldown, and it pops a CA2 seed. CA2. Pops a CA2 on top of you, basically. So yeah, you can run it if you want. If you don't run a glyph, it's fine. Like basically you could use Natural Stride instead, but it's not very useful, so you could just run this and never change it. If you need stealth, you can run Celestial Shadow. I would not recommend using it if you don't need it. Like if the strats doesn't rely on having it, I would not recommend using it, because it can be dangerous. Like random super speed can be dangerous, and for the last trait you always go Grace of the Land anyways, so yep, not much change. For the pets, most of the time you want to go Iboga and Lightning Wyvern. If you need Immobilize, you go Jacaranda for Deimos, for example. If you need more CC, you go Gazelle. If you need Condic Lens, you go Bear. And if you're on Doom, you go Bear and Fire Wyvern. The Fire Wyvern solos the spiders with the F2, so you can just press that and it's gone. There we go, up and up. As for the utilities, most of the time, if there's no Condis, you just run Water Spirit. If there is Condis, you run Healing Spring. And don't forget to change Trapper's Expertise if you run Healing Spring. Yeah, because the other three are basically like worse, technically. Most of the time you would run Frost, Sun, and Stone. Okay. In case you need to change something, I would replace either Sun or Stone. For example, on VG, I would replace Sun for Tides, just because you need Stone Spirit for the phase, so you don't remove this. Yep. Otherwise you could use Glyph of Equality for more CC, you can use Protect Me, Search and Rescue, Muddy Terrain, Signet of Stone if you're on Deimos and you Black Kite. You can use it to like tank the Mind Crush. You can use Spike Trap for even more CC. And that's pretty much it. Yep. When it comes to Elite, most of the time you run Spirit of Nature, just to rest people, it's nice. The Entangle is obviously to immobilize stuff. So yeah, if you need immobilize, you use this. And if you're on KC, you use Glyph of the Stars after the explosion or during the donut, the pink donut. Yep. So people don't die. When it comes to rotations, so I wrote a bit of like a notepad, bottom left. So basically how it goes is you have a couple like choices you can make. So at the beginning of every fight, like first you like check if your foot is up. So if you don't, like pop it. There you go. When you run into the fight, do your spirits, and then you do your like might combo. So what I would do is like I ran into combat and I proc quick draw with my CA. So I just run into the boss and I do F5 4, 2 5, 2 4, 2 3, and 2, and I get out. And that's it for the opener. So that's 25 might, easy peasy. Once you like get into the combat and you like, I don't know, just want to do a quick rotation, you can just go into like CA. Like most of the time you will already have burned out your quick draw, so you just go into CA, do 2, 4, 2, 5, and 2, and you get out. I actually cancelled the last 2, so oops. So 2, 4, 2, 5, and 2. There you go. The reason why you weave in CA2 is because it gives you additional might and additional CA when you're out of CA. So like you drop it and you go out of CA, and it's going to generate a bit of CA on top. So you can generate CA a bit faster than usual. If you need Condi Cleanse, you want to blast CA2 with CA3. So just keep in mind that it's a light field, not a water field. So you can actually like blast it. By itself, it already removes the condition. So you actually double that. Just yep, do that. Nice. You can also like remember that the staff 5 is a water field, so you can actually blast it to heal. So like you can do 3 and 3 here, and that's 2. Yep, nice. You can also do 5, 3, 5, 3. And that's Omega heal. You don't need to do that at all, but you can if you want. So yeah, there it is. In some fights you might want to immobilize an ad or something like that, like Pride on Deimos or the ads during the phase on Gorsoval. One of my big tip for Gorsoval is when you go into the phase. So there's going to be like 4 ghosts. What you want to do is like at the beginning of the phase you don't touch the last 2. Yep. You follow the group. You give them like boons and stuff. Yep. And like you just like give them boons, and you don't swap weapons. You save the quick draw. You go into the boss, and you just wait until the 2 the heart and square are close enough, and then you just CA5. You go to your group. By the time they're gonna be there, just like put spirits or whatever, like just give them boons. Then you go back to the middle, heal yourself, do the CA5 again. Then you can just go back to your group and do shit. and then run back, press Entangle, and by the time Entangle runs out, you're gonna have your CA again, so you can just do CA5 again, go heal your group to give might, yep, and then you go back mid again and do CA5 again. And by the time you run out of everything like this, it's gonna be either like either it's gonna be over already, or you're gonna be at the last one, and you can just like staff 4 the spirit if you want, like if you need to. Uh, so yeah, like that big tip. Like don't like use CA5 like as much as you can if you need it, because it's very OP. It's basically a low cooldown mini entangle, and it's very nice. Okay, it's very OP. You can actually like immobilize something forever just with those two skills. So it's OP, OP. And that's pretty much it. For food, if you have a guild or something like that where you actually craft ascended food by yourself, you can use the 100 healing power, 70 concentration, and 10% outgoing healing food. But if you don't, you can use rice balls. You don't actually need the extra 70 concentration, but why not, right? And that's it for the Druid guide. Yep. See ya. Have fun. Bye.